How to select a hotel by Tia and Austin. Some would think that it's fairly easy to select a hotel by just logging on to the website www.whatever.com and select a hotel and there you go. However, selecting a hotel that particular way can be the beginning of a disastrous trip. When you select a hotel without reviewing the ratings, you're unsure of what you're going to get. When you actually arrive at the hotel, you may find that it's run by a one-man show, meaning the person that comes to park your vehicle is the valet driver. You come in, they're also the front desk clerk as well as the housekeeper and the bellman, all in one. You're ready to go to sleep, and that person is also your next door neighbor because they also live at the hotel as well. The beginning, that right there can set the tone for a very bad trip. You arrive at the hotel, you're already checked in, your kids are tired, you go to sleep because the room all looks the same, it's dark. Rates, she told me to scoot over so the camera could see.
No, that's your difficult. Is the dog train to fuck me? Is that what you're training them to do? Is that what you're training?
Come on, no, just don't worry about it. Keep going, just start over.
And don't be letting her move. There's gonna be people going to the bathroom and everything. And you know what? Can you have a question and answer session?
Damn. Okay, come on.
Okay. How to select a hotel by Tia and Austin. Selecting a hotel can be a fairly easy process for some people that merely open the yellow pages, select a hotel, and there they go. Whereas I, on the other hand, am considered a picky person, and there's a criteria that the hotel has to meet in order for me to decide to stay there. I prefer to look at the rates, look at the reviews. Pricing is very important when selecting a hotel. You don't want to pay hundreds of dollars per night for a room only to find the parking is not included in that price. Pricing for valet parking or overnight parking can range up to $50 if you're in a upscale location or to consider a tourist location. When you are selecting a hotel, you also need to be aware of what venues or certain events are going on at that particular time, because the rates can typically be double what they are during peak times as opposed to non-peak times. If you are in a remote location that is considered a tourist location, you need to be aware of everything that's going on as far as when you're at that hotel, do they have things available for the children to do? Will that form of entertainment also incur an additional charge, or is everything included in your hotel stay? Meaning, does the hotel have a pool for your children to use? Does the hotel offer recreational items as far as video games? Are they in the room available for the children to use? Do they have exercise or weight rooms, or even a section where the kids can actually go rent movies, or is there additional charges should you decide to rent the movies in your room? If you are a business traveler, does the hotel have Ethernet or Wi-Fi connectivity in a remote location, or are those services also available in your room? And again, you have to look to see if there's a charge for that. In today's economy, everyone is watching the forms of money that they spend, and you don't want to go to a hotel not being aware of everything that's going to be charged to you or included in your stay. Those there can be the potentials for a disastrous trip. When you are selecting a hotel, there are several key factors that you need to look at outside of price. You need to look at the rates for the hotel and the reviews. The reviews, all hotels range from 1 to 5 stars, 1 being the absolute lowest, 5 being the highest. You can't go based off of your favorite hotel chain, because some hotels are run by a franchise or some are owned by individuals, and those two do not always follow the same rules. You would hate to check into a hotel, your favorite hotel chain, merely based off of past experience, only to find it's run by a one-man show. Meaning the person that parks your car as the valet driver is also your front desk clerk, your bellman, as well as your housekeeper, as well as your next door neighbor, because they also live on site. That there is not necessarily a bad thing. However, the $49.99 rate as opposed to the $169.99 rate, that can make a very big difference as far as how well the hotel is taken care of, as well as your needs being met as well. Does the hotel have restaurants on site for you to be able to use? Does the hotel offer breakfast, and is there an additional charge for that? If you're traveling with children, children typically want to eat first thing in the morning, and there's a wide variety of things that they're going to want, and if you're not ready to get up that early in the morning, the hotel having breakfast option would be ideal if you're traveling with children. Does the hotel have accommodations for the disabled? Meaning, are there multiple wheelchair accessible entrances? Security purposes, are you able to, do you have a key to swipe in your room, or can anyone just go in and say, give me the key to room number 4, and they just give them the key without verifying any ID or anything like that? Security is very important, as well as cleanliness in a hotel. You'd hate to walk into your room to have your housekeeper drinking out of the coffee pot, only to say, here you go. If you're not satisfied with your room, does the hotel staff work to make sure that you're completely satisfied? Do they give you 100% guarantee stating that you will be satisfied with your room? Will they work to make sure you're satisfied? Will they even offer you just a full refund for you to go down the street to that $169.99 room? In closing, research is very important in selecting a hotel to prevent potential disasters for traveling, and it also sets the tone for any future plans that you may have. Traveling in hotels of any stage should be memorable, fun, and not full of horror stories and bad regrets. So do take the time to do your research and enjoy your stay.
That was good.
Deal. Hey, I got the damn thing done.
Now, how long was that?
Like 7 minutes.
Yes.
You know what?
Okay.
That shit could have been 9 minutes long. You just
That's 7
went a little
minutes.
slower.